Thank you for joining us here in the LTE TV studio. My name is Katie, and I'm one of your teachers here on the show. Today, our topic is Talk About It, and this lesson is called The Notebook Thief. The Notebook Thief. So, Peter, what is a thief?
Well, a thief is a person who takes something that's not theirs. Hi, everyone. My name is Peter, your other teacher here on the show.
So, everyone, like Peter just said, a thief is someone who takes something that is not theirs, and they don't pay for it. Is that a good thing to do?
Not at all, Katie. You should never take things that aren't yours. I think you know that. And if you are at a store, you should pay for it.
That's right. Always pay for things. But I think today's lesson isn't about a thief at a store. It's going to be about a thief at an office.
Oh, so this could be a little different. We'll find out more very soon. And remember, today is a Talk About It lesson.
So at the end of this lesson, you should talk about it with your friends. After you hear the story, you can ask your friend what they would do.
Yeah, and that's a great way to practice your English together. So let's get started, and we can learn today's key words with our favorite word lady, Christina.
我们今天的主题讲到的是公器私用的问题。Angela 在画图，她需要橡皮擦。She needs an eraser. 橡皮擦就是 eraser。她在文具用品柜里找到橡皮擦。这个文具用品柜叫做 supply closet。名词 supply 就是生活用品、补给品的意思。结果她发现 Carl 一口气从柜子里拿了3-4本笔记本。笔记本就是 notebook。Carl took 3 or 4 notebooks from the closet. 他最想拿笔记本回家给他的孩子用，这样子好吗？他好像不觉得有什么问题。It didn't bother him. 这个动词 bother 就是让他烦恼的意思。如果遇到像这样子犯规的事，你会怎么做呢？犯规或者是违规就是 break the rules. 名词 rule 就是规则、规定。
Angela needed an eraser. She was drawing a picture, but it didn't look right. She looked around for her eraser, but couldn't find it. She stood up and walked to the supply closet. She found Carl taking 3 or 4 notebooks from the closet.
You use lots of notebooks,
she said.
No, these are for my children. My children need them for school,
laughed Carl.
So first, let's talk about who is in the lesson. Today we will be learning about Angela and Carl. They must work together.
Yeah, and it looks like they have an interesting job. When the lesson starts, Angela is drawing a picture. What kind of job lets you draw a picture? I want that job.
Maybe they're artists. Artists get to do a lot of cool things, and they can paint and draw a lot.
Whoa, that's so cool. Angela is drawing a picture, but it didn't look right. She needs an eraser. That's a key word today. So what does an eraser do?
Well, an eraser will let you fix a mistake when you're writing or drawing. You can erase what you drew and try again.
Yeah, and she had an eraser, but she couldn't find it. Uh-oh, the eraser is missing. Where is Mr. E when we need him? He needs to solve the mystery of the missing eraser.
Oh, Peter, this isn't a mystery lesson. It's a talk about it lesson. Angela just needs to get a new eraser. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. She can get a new one. So where does she get a new eraser?
From the supply closet. At your work, you probably have a supply closet. This is the place where all the supplies are. But what are supplies?
Well, supplies are the things that you need. At your work, you need supplies like notebooks, pens, pencils, and erasers. We call those office supplies.
Right. So Angela went to the supply closet to get a new eraser. And who was in the closet?
Carl was in the closet. She found him taking 3 or 4 notebooks. Let's talk about the patterns. Find someone doing something.
If you find someone doing something, you see them doing that thing. I can say, I got to work today and I found Peter sleeping.
What? No, hey. That never happened. Really? Friends, let's go to Christina for some help.
Angela 发现 Carl 从柜子里拿了3、4本笔记本。She found Carl taking 3 or 4 notebooks from the closet. 我们来练习这个句型 ：Find someone doing something. 发现某人做了某件事。对于此人做的事情，动词要用 ing 的形态。比如 We found him doing nothing at home. 我们发现他在家里无所事事。或 She found the cat hiding under her bed. 她发现猫咪躲在她床下。这个句型就是 find someone doing something. Found 是 find 的过去式。
Thank you, Christina. So Angela found Carl taking a few notebooks. What's going to happen next? Let's find out in the next part of the show. You're not using them for work?
Asked Angela.
No, but don't tell anyone.
Carl said with a smile. Office supplies were only for work. He knew that. But taking the notebooks didn't bother him. The notebooks didn't cost much, but they still belonged to the office. Carl could tell Angela didn't like him taking the notebooks. He told her that everyone did it, but she didn't believe him.
All right, friends, let's review. In the first part of the show, Angela found Carl in the supply closet. He was taking 3 or 4 notebooks.
And the notebooks were for his children. They need them for school. But these notebooks in the closet are for the office. That seems strange of Carl.
I think that what Angela thought is the same, too. She asked him, "You're not using them for work? So these notebooks should be used for work, not for Carl's kids."
But Carl tells Angela not to tell anyone. So we know he doesn't want anyone to know that he is taking them.
Wow, office supplies are only for work. That means they should only be used at the office, not at home and not at school.
Carl knows that, but taking the notebooks doesn't bother him. Bother is a key word today. What does it mean?
Well, I'll tell you. Something that bothers me is when I put on new, clean, fresh socks and I step in something that's wet on the floor. Then I get wet socks.
That's right. So something that bothers you causes a problem. But little things can bother you too. Someone talking during a movie bothers me a lot. I want them to stop talking.
That's a good one, Katie. Okay, so things bother us. Friends, can you practice talking in English and tell someone what is something that bothers you?
So taking the notebooks didn't bother Carl. The notebooks didn't cost much.
Well, that is true. He wasn't taking something expensive, so he thinks it's okay. But they still belong to the office. So that means the office owns the notebooks.
If something belongs to you, you own it. And you don't want people taking things that belong to you.
So I don't think Carl's boss would be happy if that person knew he was taking the notebooks. Everyone does it. Does that make it okay?
That's a good question, Peter. But first, let's learn that
Calendar phrase.
Everyone does it.
Everyone does it. 每个人都这么做。
You say mean things.
Everyone does it.
You tell lies.
Everyone does it.
You say bad words.
Everyone does it.
Not everyone. I don't.
Well, almost everyone. Everyone does it.
Everyone does it. 每个人都这么做。
So everyone takes notebooks. Does that make it right? You can talk about that during the break. We'll be back very soon.